Alright, so I just replaced the tire, put the wheel back on. Now I need to clean the chain and lube it. So I've never cleaned the chain before. I have about 3,200 miles, and that chain guard keeps it really clean, really good. I have lubed it before, once before. That's about it, I think. So anyways, I use WD-40 to clean. I need my rag. What the hell's my rag? Let me get a rag. Okay, got my rag. Oh. Got my WD-40. Shake it up. I'm just gonna point it downwards right here and spin this thing. I'm gonna start at the master link right here. That way I know where to start and where to stop. Okay, definitely overdid it a little bit. The reason why I sprayed it forward a little bit was because I don't want to spray the WD-40 on the tires. You know, that's how you crash. So let's spin this around some, just to kind of work it in. Work it into the between the plates and the pins and everything, to help dissolve some of that old oil and grease. All right, so that's good. Got a old terry cloth here that was gonna be thrown out, so I'm gonna use that. So basically, just grab it like so and just run it through. So you see that I didn't even use a brush or anything like that. I never do. I find that WD-40 is actually surprisingly good at cleaning and dissolving everything. All you need to do is just wipe it off afterwards. Alright, like that. So just move that around a little bit, a few little spots. And you'll notice that it'll get a little bit cleaner, a little bit drier. Now you could do this more than once. You could do this and spray it again and do it again, but usually I don't have to. I find that once is enough. If I spray enough the first time, once is enough. It's enough to dissolve the grease and the oil. And all you have to do is just wipe it down, and it actually wipes down surprisingly pretty clean. Surprisingly clean. Oh shit! I got my thumb stuck in here. That's why you never do this with the engine running. That's how you lose fingers and thumbs and such. So that's why you only do it by hand. Never ever do this with the engine running. You know, in gear. People, do an internet search, Google search, and you see pictures of people with their fingers gone because they did this with the engine running in gear. If your finger gets caught, man, that's it, dude. You're losing your fingers. So do this without the engine, only spinning it by hand. I think I'm gonna call that good. And surprisingly, it spins pretty easy. There doesn't seem to be that much resistance, and because this is a non-O-ring chain. If this was an O-ring chain, it would stop a lot faster. There would be more resistance. So I'm gonna call that good. So normally I use gear oil, and I use a thicker gear oil usually, but recently anyways, recently I actually got some Lucas chain oil, and it has a little bit of molybdenum on it. So this is moly. This is the same stuff that they put in engine oil for cars, moly, to reduce friction. So that's what causes wet clutches to slip. That's why you can't use car oil in a motorcycle with a wet clutch, because the moly will make it slip. So this stuff is actually surprisingly works really well. It's actually very thick. It's even thicker than like a 140 grade, 140 weight gear oil. So let me start where the master link is. Where's that master link? Right there, master link. Start right there. Strip it onto the inside plate first. Where the inside plate is, right there. So got to the master link. Go back to the outside plate. Okay, that's it. I did one pass on the inside plate and one pass on the outside plate, where the the plate where the plate meets and the pins and the rollers meet. Because you don't want to do it in the middle of the chain. It's like, it doesn't make sense to do it in the middle of the chain. There's nothing there. Okay, that's it. So I just need to roll this around a little bit. Lots of times I will actually also wipe some of the extra off. So this stuff is very tacky. It's kind of like chainsaw oil. If you ever use chainsaw oil, it's really tacky. So this stuff is very tacky. It's similar to that. It's not as tacky as the chainsaw oil, but it's very close. So I don't know if I want to wipe the excess off or not. I probably won't. I think I'm just gonna leave it, because I actually didn't put that much in, I don't think. So that's it. That's how you clean and lube a chain. Clean and lube a chain, and obviously I started without the covers, because I took the cover off because I had to take the wheel off, because I had to change the tires. So that's pretty easy. I'm gonna put the cover back on, and you can see that. Again, it's very simple, very easy. Let's do it on the same video. That way you won't be, it'll just be easier that way. You want to see how to take the cover off, look up my wheel removal video that I just did as well. So I have the top side, right? Put the top side in like so. Make sure everything clears. All clears. Okay, it all clears. So here's where the mounting spot is. This cover needs to be on the outside of the mounting spot, right? Right there. Same thing with this side right here. The mounting spot cover needs to be on the outside, like so. All right. So where's my? Let's see, those screws are 5 millimeters. So get my wrench here. And make a 5 millimeter. There, so 5 millimeter. The little bolt heads there. So there's one spot right there. So just lightly put it in there. Maybe 2 or 3 turns enough to hold it. Same thing with this side. A few turns, just enough to hold it. Now I'm gonna get the bottom side. Maybe I should have done the top side first. One side overlaps the other, if I can remember right. I think the bottom side is actually easier to do because there's nothing in the way. You just basically slip it on like so. Slip it in here into the engine case, and on this side it slips under into the top cover. So the top cover overlaps the bottom cover. So So I actually had to spread the top cover just a little bit, so it was easier to slide in. Alright, so bottom bolts here. It's that side. If it turns, don't tighten it down yet. Side here. Oh, what I forgot to do, I've got to clean these covers. I want to clean the inside of the cover. You know what? The hell with it. I'll just leave it. I'm fine. I'll clean it next year because we're gonna start winter soon anyway. Winter is coming up, so I'll just clean it at the end of spring when the rain is done. Okay, so now I know both sides is attached and it's lined up everything. I can go in here and tighten it down. Jeez. Alright, so now we can tighten it down. So again, those were pretty small bolts, not that many threads there, so don't overdo it. Take it easy on it. It's a strip, and I think the threads is on the swing arm, so if that's strips, you're kind of fucked. Okay, that's it. I'm done with changing out the tires, taking the wheel on and off, and cleaning and lubing the chain. Alright, so thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.